can't stop, won't stop, get guap. 10 white toes and them toy flip-flops. Manicures and pedicures, I'm always tip-top. When they say I'm not hot, all these lies need to stop. Cause I'm icy, wifey, haters wanna fight me. Never.
Hey geniuses, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new. Today I'm going to be doing a chit chat get ready with me, which is something that I really don't do often, but there are some things I want to talk about, and I thought, why not talk about it while I do my makeup? So chit chat get ready with me. If you like the song in the intro, that was actually by Saweetie, S-A-W-E-E-T-I-E, and that song is called Icy Girl. And if you don't know her, I don't want to say she's Justin Coombs' girlfriend, or yeah, Justin Coombs, P. Diddy's son, but she kind of is Justin Coombs' girlfriend, so that's the best way I can kind of tell you guys like who she is. But check her out on Instagram. Like, that is, I love that song. It's my anthem. But to prime my face today, I'm using Benefit's Pore Professional. If this will focus so you guys can see, there you go. And this is actually like the sample size. I never get the full size because it's, first of all, it's like 30 bucks, and this trial size lasts me for months. Well, not too long, but it lasts me long enough. So I feel like the full size is just not worth my money. But the first thing I want to talk to you guys about today, I mean, it's one thing that I love to talk about. Well, one of the very few things. I've talked about a lot of things, but money. So I don't play when it comes to my money. Like, I'm a hustler. I am, as T.I. would say, I am a rubber band man. Like, you're not gonna play at my money. I'm always gonna have money. And it wasn't until recently, actually, I want to say until this summer, that I have become 99% financially independent, where it's like I'm not asking my parents for money anymore. The only thing that my mom pays, the only thing that my mom pays is like my car, my health insurance, my life insurance, or, you know, like the big stuff, like my car payment, my car insurance, and health insurance. But like, I pay my rent, I buy my clothes, I pay my phone bill, all that stuff. If my car breaks down, I pay for my car oil changes. If my car breaks down or I get a flat tire, that's on me. I'm not saying that like my parent, like, not saying that my mom isn't helpful. Like, she's very helpful, and she has been, like, since I was born. But I'm 20, almost going 21, and if there's one thing I noticed, as long as you continue to depend on your parents, that's the more they feel like the more they see you as a child, and they're not gonna think you're like ready for the world. So money to me is like the biggest thing, becoming an adult. You don't have to be rich, but you do need to like have your ish together when it comes to your money. So for my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the NYX micro brow pencil. I've used this like 1,000 times, so you guys don't need to see this, but it's in toupee, whatever, I don't know. I'm gonna be using this as well as my eyebrow brush and my NYX Tame and Frame pomade, which is also, oh, I'm sorry, it's in brunette. So it's two totally different colors, but they blend out really well. You know, a lot of people say, like, the biggest excuse I hear is I'm a broke college student. You guys, I'm a broke college student too, but I still get my stuff paid. I'm still able to go out to parties, and lately I have been traveling a lot. Well, not a lot, but I've been traveling more than I ever used to, because I have my money. Like, I stacked my money, and I know how to save. I know how to put my priorities, like what I want to do, my priorities versus my, you know, I don't really need that. So I'm getting more towards the mindset where I don't really want material things anymore, like a Rolex watch or the Apple Watch or like the iPhone 10. I want to use that money, that $800 or $1,000, to go somewhere. Like, I want to travel, not anywhere crazy. I want to travel anywhere crazy. Like, I definitely want to stay within U.S. ally, U.S. territory regions, but you know, looking at the way our new, well, y'all's new president, looking at the way y'all's new president is kind of handling things, I think it's best I just stay in the U.S. for now, you know, until his shift is over or whatever. But yeah, so you know, how you spend your money is up to you, but there was definitely a time when I was, actually, I'm not gonna even act like it was that long ago, a year or two ago, I was only concerned about material things. Like, I had to have cute shoes. I had to have the new wig, all that stuff. But you know, you get older and you realize that those materialistic things do not last forever, and they're only temporary. So, but memories last a lifetime. But like I said, I'm getting older and that stuff does not matter to me anymore. So give me a second, you guys. I have to be quiet while I do my eyebrows. You know, I'm spending my money more on experiences now rather than materialistic things. But it's the fact that, you know, the situation that I'm in, you know, I work, I know how to prioritize my money so I can do what I want to do, but then but then, you know, I save all this money because I want to go somewhere, I want to do something, I want to make memories, and I have nobody to go with. Atlanta, I went by myself. It was just me. I did not have a friend with me. I didn't have family. I had nobody. You know, I'm trying to not be shady and not say anything that is unnecessary, but the point I'm trying to make is my friends do not prioritize making memories or traveling together. We only see each other, oh my gosh, we have not seen each other as a group in over a year. So, you know, but then, you know, the second we're in a group chat, it's all a bunch of, oh, I miss us, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, it doesn't really, like, we don't hang out like that. So I had to take a step back and look at my friends. And once I took that step back, and I looked at, you know, messages where I've invited them with me, messages where even with one of my friends, I offered to pay for her to come. I was like, and that was because I was over the summer, I was making so much money. I was like, you don't have to pay for anything except for your bus to get down here. And still nothing, like nothing. So, you know, I began to realize that, you know, people in general are going to make time or put in effort for the things that they want to do. The fact that my friends do not want to travel, maybe it's me that don't want to travel with me, I don't know what it is. The fact that my friends do not want to travel or prioritize their money to make memories is something that I cannot control. Since I cannot control that, and since I cannot travel by myself, the only thing I have to do is find other friends who match my mentality and financial needs, I guess you can say. So that's been the hardest part for me. It's just been, you know, trying to, what is this, Maybelline? Oh, this color fits me. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try this one. I haven't used this one in a few weeks. This is Maybelline's Dream Cushion Fresh Face Liquid Foundation on the Go in number 55, which is caramel. And I actually got this from I got it as like a promotion, but I don't remember from who. It wasn't from Maybelline, it was from like a different site. So yeah, but I had to take that step back, and you know, I realized, you know, the only thing I can do is find other friends like me who want to travel. You know, they don't have to be my best friend, like we don't have to sit there and be BFFs, but just I need people that I can travel with. I can't travel by myself, that's not safe. But yeah, this is not a lot of coverage. I don't know why I even use this. But yeah, so you know, money is not just, I feel like if you're like me who is more concerned with making memories and doing new things rather than spending it on hair, weave, shoes, whatever is materialistic, the only other problem that you come across is finding people who can do that with you. But if you're one of those people who, like, you really want to travel, you want to do things, you want to make memories, but like it's like maybe you don't have a job, or like me, you don't make a lot of money, you really just have to learn how to prioritize and save, you know, your needs versus your wants. For me, so since I have my own apartment, my rent is paid for like the entire year. I do not pay rent month to month. But yeah, another thing I would suggest is download an app where you can track your money. So I know Mint is one of them. I don't really like Mint though, because it's kind of annoying. Like, it sends me a notification every single day and that annoys me. But yeah, get an app where you can track your money, so that way you can see, okay, what am I spending a bunch of money on? If you are spending $80, $100 a month getting your nails and toes done, cut it out. As you guys can see, I don't have my nails done, like, because I love to get my nails done. I love to look pretty and feel pretty, but it's not a priority of mine right now. Like, I do not need my fake acrylics on my toes to look fleeky, especially since winter is coming. Nobody's gonna really see my toes, so that's not really a big concern. Okay, so some of my scars are not being covered up, so I'm just gonna put a few dabs of the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, and this will not focus for some reason. There we go. The Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, and this is in medium 65 warm. So I'm just gonna apply it to like where some of my redness is not being covered up. And going back to the needs and wants, do you really need your nails done every 2 weeks? Do you even need your nails done at all? Do you need your eyebrows threaded every week? Why can't you get them waxed? Why can't you do them yourself? You know, simple stuff like that. I mean, that's only for if you really want to like travel. Like, if you really want to go somewhere for spring break and you're trying to save up money so you can just ball out and have a great time and take awesome pictures, you need to save your money and you need to start saving it now. That's just my opinion, especially if you don't have if you have little to no income. You need to start saving in advance. So for my concealer, for my under eye concealer, I'm going to use the LA Pro Concealer in GC976 Pure Beige. And in order to do that, I had to cut out certain things. And those certain things were, of course, my nails. Wigs are pretty much, I mean, my wigs are pretty cheap. I used to buy like a new 2 or 3 new wigs every month. And now I only buy like 1 every other month. So stuff like that, you know, you have to cut out on. Like I said, people will make time and put in efforts for things that they want to do. So if they don't want to travel, they're not gonna set money aside to travel. And I mean, to me, that's like BS. Like, why do you not want to travel? But you know, everyone's different, so I can't judge somebody based off that. But another thing too is, if you want to like make more money, and I've talked about this like in a video before, but make sure you have more than one income. So my biggest income right now is, of course, my school job. But other than that, you know, I do get sometimes paid for YouTube sometimes, but that is technically another source of income. What else do I have? You know, the swag books. I haven't talked about that in a long time, and I actually haven't been on there in a few months, but that was a great tool for getting gift cards. So, you know, that's just, you know, and you don't have to find a job where you're bringing in bags every week. Like, that's great, but sometimes you have to use your resources around you, and that is pretty much the internet. If you cannot find a physical job, you need to find one online that will actually pay you. So for my contouring, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit from medium to tan, and this is the powder set. And I usually always use this dark one, but I think it's a little too dark, so I'm gonna try this one for this video. And then they don't have a name. Yeah, it's just 6 powders. But other than money, I want to talk about sex. I know, that's like, a lot of people think sex is taboo. Like, you should not talk about sex, you shouldn't talk about sexual hygiene, blah blah blah. Like, you need to be like 35, you need to be like, I've heard people say you need to be like 35 before you can have sex. Like, before 35 you're not mentally or emotionally stable enough to have sex. And it's just like, where are you guys getting all this bullcrap from? Because that makes no sense whatsoever. But yeah, so a lot of people see sex or just the topic of anything sexual as taboo. Can't talk about sex, can't talk about sexual hygiene, can't talk about, oh, you definitely cannot talk about sexual pleasure. Don't talk about toys, don't talk about anything. Like, that's off limits. Don't talk about homosexual or any, like, don't talk about sexuality either. Like, don't. Like, just don't talk about it. But I'm not with that at all. So, long story short, I told you guys in an old video, like last semester, I had an idea and I posted it online, and people were like not cool with it. They're like, this is so stupid, blah blah blah, and that I wanted to quit, but I'm not gonna back down, and my best friend encouraged me to keep up with it. And a lot of people, honestly, like a lot of close family members and even friends who asked me like, what was the idea, I lied to them and I said, oh, it's just like an organization to like mentor and uplift girls. Because honestly, at that time, I was scared that even if I told them what I was doing, they would like try to talk me out of it, and they would not be on board with my idea. They'd be one of those people who'd be like, oh no, you can't talk about that, don't do that. Like, I was not ready to have somebody or other people talk me out of my idea. But now it's months later and my idea is now executed. It's now an organization, and my organization is pretty much, it's called the Talk, TALK, which is the Taboo and Lesser Known. So pretty much the organization is to discuss and learn what is denounced by society. So that includes sexual intercourse, sexual pleasure, sexuality, sexual hygiene, all that stuff. And what I really love about my org is that there's no other org like it. At least on my campus, they're not. There are some organizations and they might have a little general body meeting, like one meeting, where they talk about sex and that's, or maybe talk about sexual hygiene, and that's it. My whole org from August to May is going to be talking about sex. Like, we're gonna have events, guest speakers, panels. Like, I have so many ideas. Like, it's just so awesome to me. Like, it's really a revolution on my campus. What is that on my neck? But yeah, so I took my idea, and even though I received a lot of backlash of it, with it, I still went through with it, and I'm so happy that I had my best friend Destiny encourage me throughout the process, because she was like pretty much the only person who was like, you know, who cares what they say, like, you should still do it, this is a great idea. And then, you know, I had my other friends, my other close friends from high school, and they were telling me, you know, things that I could do to improve it. Thanks to all of them, my organization, my little baby, is on campus. And but back to my point, because I will talk about my organization all day long. Back to my point, I mean, nobody wants to talk about sex. Nobody wants to talk about, I feel like, but we have to talk about sex. Like, how do you expect to know what to do or to know what not to do with your body, with somebody else's body, if you don't talk about it? How do you know? Like, a lot of people, they rely on media, whether it be porn sites or just movies or TV shows or even like Friends. They rely on them to know about sex. But what the thing is, most parents, when they talk about sex, they talk about, like, you know, use a condom, wait till you're married to have sex, you know, that kind of safety stuff. Like, it's more like safety stuff. But I feel like people need to know where the G-spot is. Some people need to know where the clitoris is, because no people know that. And people need to know, like, how a penis works and orgasms. And I mean, even some people like anal sex, and that's just that's very taboo to me, but we're still going to talk about it because there are some people who can get off on anal sex. And we're also going to talk about homosexual sex too, like between two lesbians or two gay men, because, you know, there's some people who say, you know, sex is only a penis and vagina, so if it's vagina and vagina or penis and anus, that's not sex. And I beg to differ. Sex is whatever the hell you want it to be. You know, sex is not just a penis and vagina, but that's like another story. So we're talking about like all that in organization. But I'm gonna take the contour kit again. I'm gonna use, which one should I use? I'm gonna use this really light color this time to do like the highlighting in between there. But like I said, like, I feel like we need to talk about sex, because how else are you gonna know what to do when you get in the bedroom? You're just gonna sit there and stare at each other and be like, so you're gonna take your clothes off first? Like, that's so stupid to me. Unless you're comfortable with that, I just feel like, you know, there's other ways to have a better sexual experience if you just talk about it. But nobody wants to talk about it. And that's another thing too, on college campuses, everybody is having sex. Everybody is having sex, but nobody wants to talk about it. And then when the school breaks out with like a herpes breakout or chlamydia breakout, because nobody wants to talk about having safe sex, or nobody wants to talk about talking to your partner before sex. This does not have to be your boyfriend or your girlfriend, but if you're having sex with this person, you need to talk to them beforehand. Some of the questions may come off harsh, but it's your body, so it's your right to know if you're going to be laying up with this person and doing freaky things. You need to ask them, okay, so have you ever had an STD? You need to ask them, okay, so can I see your latest test results? Even if you are wearing a condom, you still need to see this stuff. But people don't want to ask that. They're scared. They're like, oh no, they're gonna think that's funny acting or it's gonna ruin the mood. And honestly, this is not stuff you need to ask once you get in the bedroom. This is stuff you need to ask like when you're in the car driving there or on the phone. This is not stuff you wait until you're in the moment to ask. You need to ask this stuff beforehand, because if you do wait until it's too late, then it could be too late and you could be like pregnant or with the STD, or worst case scenario, you could just have the worst sex of your life and just hate it. And that's one thing I want to like help people improve, is their sexual performance. I mean, I can't help you improve it, like I can't teach you, like I can't show you, but I can like give tips and whatnot from other sexperts as far as how to improve that. So yeah, nobody wants to talk about sex, but everybody wants to do it. And another thing that bothers me as far as sex is a lot of people don't want to talk to their partner about what they like. So let's say you were dating this guy for like a month or two, and you decide that you guys are ready and things get heated and you guys start having sex. How do you know what this person likes sexually? So a lot of people, they just play the guessing game when it comes to sex. And they're like, oh, well, they think in their head, well, the last person I was with, they liked when I did this, so I'm gonna do this. But how do you know that that person likes that? How do you know that this person likes this position or likes this speed and so on and so on? Why not just ask them beforehand, okay, so what are your sexual preferences? Like, what is your most preferred position? What makes you orgasm? Like, that's stuff you need to ask if you want to have a great sexual experience. If you want to sit there, I mean, if you want to sit there and have the worst sex of your life so you can go ahead and tell your friends, then don't ask them. But if you want to have some great sex, you need to ask your partner, what do you like? What do you not like? Do you like aggressive? Do you like caressing? Do you like soft? Do you like fast? Do you like, and you need to get really specific with it too. Like the person, you can't ask the person, what do you like? And they'll be like, oh, well, I like getting head. Okay, so like, how do you like it? Do you like it aggressive? Do you like it kind of like really romantic and slow? Like, where's your spot? Is it the tip of your penis? Is it at like the base? Like, you need to find out like all these things if you want great sex. If you don't, then don't ask. But that's just me. I feel like you should ask your partner that stuff. Just saying. You see, the more I talk, the less makeup I do, so I'm trying to like hurry up and finish this, but I keep talking and I get sidetracked. Another thing that people don't want to talk about as far as sex is, like I mentioned before, sexuality. So they don't want to talk about, you know, homosexuals or lesbians, all that stuff, especially y'all's president. But we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about it because I feel like no matter what your sexuality is, you deserve to have great sex too. And you deserve to know about your body as far as sexual hygiene. Did you guys know? And this is what kills me. So I saw this commercial with Summer's Eve, and it's pretty much like, why do you need Summer's Eve? Because thongs, because yoga, because armpits are not the only things that sweat, because skinny jeans. So it was like making you seem like, oh, you need Summer's Eve because it's bad to sweat down there and all that stuff. And let me tell y'all, your vagina is a self-cleaning little thing. So you are not supposed to be shoving those Summer's Eve up or around that area. And I hate that commercial so much. I wish I can get it banned because it's making women feel like, oh my god, I can't sweat down there and I can't like have it smelling like this. But your vagina, like, itself cleans itself. As long as you have a balanced diet and you're not shoving douches up there in Summer's Eve, your vagina's pH balance will all work out. Like, you're supposed to sweat down there. If you don't sweat down there, something's not right. And of course it's gonna smell. It's sweat. Take a shower. Another thing too, you're not supposed to be shoving soap up there. Like, soap throws off your pH balance. You're really supposed to use like lukewarm water. Your vagina cleans itself. And this commercial with Summer's Eve bothers me to my core because I know there are so many women who have seen that video and they've never used Summer's Eve before, but they see that and they're like, oh my god, that's so right. Like, I don't want my boyfriend to think this, or I don't want to feel like this. And that's just misinterpretation. Like, your vagina is not supposed to smell like flowers and gumdrops and lollipops. It's supposed to smell like a fucking vagina. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. And that commercial, oh my god, it makes me so mad. Like, I wanted to get it banned off every station in the world because your vagina is normal, damn it. It's normal. It's okay for it to sweat. It's okay for it to smell. But if it smells like fishy or anything, you should go to the doctor. But like, other than that, like, it's a vagina and everyone's vagina is different. So the fact that this commercial is making it seem like it's bad for your vagina to be different, it's bad for your vagina to smell, and your vagina needs summer's eve for it to smell good and blah blah blah, is bull crap. It's total bull crap, and I hate it. So just stop putting things up there, please, and thank you. What am I gonna do next? See, I did all this talking, all this ranting, and I haven't even done like my eyeliner or my eyeshadow. Y'all done got me started. Let's see. Next, I'm going to, I think I'm gonna do purple eyeshadow today. So I'm going to take, oh shit, I'm missing an eyeshadow too. This is blue, this is blue. So I'm going to take this pink rose, both pink. I'm going to take the NYX roll-on shimmer in pink rose, and I'm going to take the Luxie Beauty, this is in, I think it's in Purple Rain. Yeah, this is in Purple Rain, so it's like a really shimmery pink, not pink, purple color. I don't want to fall. I'm going to take my Elizabeth Mott blending brush and just spray it. I'm not going to put a base on or do any primer because I'm not wearing this all day. And I'm going to take the Purple Rain, just apply it to my legs. As far as with my organization, it's only on my school's campus right now. But I'm going somewhere, I'm planning to go to a different school for graduate school. So I don't plan on staying on this campus or even with this school. So one thing I planned to do was to bring my org with me to the next school and pretty much implement it there. And I'd be president of that campus until I finish president of that org on that campus until the end of grad school, which should be like 2 or 3 years. And eventually what I want to do within 5 years is just have the organization on many campuses nationwide. I want it to be like a nationwide organization where eventually we'd have like an advisor. I'm trying to get in this crease right here. Where eventually we'd have like an advisor and all that stuff. Definitely looking at guest speakers. Like we're already looking at Spencer's, the store Spencer's, to have them come in and talk about like sex toys. But yeah, time management. So damn, I forgot what I was gonna say now. Let me pull up my notes. I have notes just in case I would forget what I was gonna say. So as far as time management, I feel like with time management it's great to have a routine or have like what to do, like what to do for the day, what to do for the week. And I don't do that because I hate routines so much. I get bored easily and eventually I just give up on it and I just say, you know what, forget this. But I feel like routines are extremely important. So one thing I've been trying to do is get myself on a routine, because what I've been doing this whole semester is like kind of going with the flow. So for my lashes, I'm going to use the V Lux by iEnvy, and this is in Blair. And I'm going to just apply this with my Kiss Envy eyelash adhesive in clear, if I can find it. It always goes missing. But yeah, one of the things that I'm going to start using is my Google Calendar, because I'm always on my phone, so it's kind of just linked to my phone. It's synchronized to my phone, so that way the notifications will just pop up on my screen and I'll know like, oh crap, I gotta go do this at this time. What you don't want to do is sit there and be like, okay, well after class I'm gonna do my homework and go to the gym and watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. But then what actually happens is you end up binge watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, and then end up going to the gym, and then by then it's 11 o'clock at night and you're sleepy and you don't even do your homework. Yeah, okay, so that's done. So for my mascara, I'm going to use, I think today I'm going to use the e.l.f. Volumizing and Defining Mascara. Time management is super important, especially in college or just with your work schedule, because you want to make sure you get your stuff done, you get your ish together, so that way you're not having to overwork yourself the next day or catch up on work, or worst case scenario, lose sleep. I have friends who they want to sit out, party every night. Okay, cool. But then they'll be up all night the next day studying just to catch up on work. And they're fine. Like, they're like, okay, yeah, I did my work, blah, blah. But why would you risk losing sleep just to like catch up on work when you could have just knocked one out and got it done beforehand and not have to worry about it? That's just me though. That's just my opinion. For my highlighter, of course, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty. Like, this is the only highlighter that I use these days now. So I'm going to take this brush, and I'm going to take Hustler Baby, which is this one, and it's going to be my highlighter. So I'm going to apply it on the bridge of my nose, at the crease of my mouth, on my top lip, and on my cheekbones. Time management. I didn't do my lips. I'll do it after I take this thing off. This is actually a pair of my leggings because I could not find my scarf for the life of me. Oh, my wig's messed up. So for my setting powder, or my setting spray, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Makeup and Mist set. I'm just gonna spray it. Ooh, my eyelashes almost stuck together. Spray that on my face. Oh, let me get the side of the face too. And then for my lips, I'm going to pretty much use, where's that purple? I'm gonna use the NYX, no, yes, no. I'm going to use, I don't really use this one a lot. I'm going to use the LA Girl lip paint. This is in, what is this? It just says GLG 798. I don't know. I don't really use this one a lot, so that's why I want to use it this time. See how this comes out? So that's pretty much it for my Chit Chat Get Ready With Me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And also make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at emmajean_b. So we can stay in touch. But yeah, that's it for this video. But I'll see you guys later. Bye.